What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's see this one out. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break.
Let's get it done.
The offense sets for a first down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go. He's playing at a high level.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. The give to the left. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Quarterback adapting. And they got him for the sack. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's really got to make this offense important. It would feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Leaves it with the running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Try a shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
7, Alabama, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets the give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touch pass on the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's got his man. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw and just...
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Firing to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The give is to Miller. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll run for it on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position for them.
Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Power football with the run. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Ohio State 14, Alabama 7.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kickoff.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. The give from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe...
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
What a big stop for this defense. In the second half, around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
They'll try the right side. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
All kinds of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Pressure coming. Shakes off the tackler. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll snap it from the 44. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella tight end.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge third down, and somebody's got to step up and make a play.
Feeling some heat. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. To throw, it's Howard. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
Here comes that Alabama offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
On the ground, it's Henderson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Looking for space to the left. Makes the catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
At the 5-yard line. First and goal, Ohio State.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They're trying to get to it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The corners are walked up tight. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I more